Olori Ronke and Olori Ashley allegedly fight to finish, as it is alleged that Olori Ronke had accused Ashley of lying about her pregnancy. And this happened because Ooni of Ife was supposed to make a trip allegedly with Olori Ashley. And this trip was based on their 2023 calendar. And you do understand that it's Dr. Elizabeth who is in charge of the Ooni of Ife schedule, okay? Now, if you notice something, around 2023, the Ooni of Ife traveled a lot with Olori Temitope. Now, let me explain to you the reason why Ooni of Ife made all of those trips with Olori Temitope. Number one, Olori Temitope is in the good books of the Ooni of Ife. Like I said earlier, that they have two factions in the palace. You see Temitope, you see Dr. Elizabeth. I mean, yes, Temitope, Dr. Elizabeth, and initially Toby, they were all in that good book of the Ooni of Ife. But all of a sudden, Toby changed. As it is right now, you know, Toby is neither hot nor cold, so you may really not know where Toby stands. So now, through 2023, you saw that Ooni kept traveling with Olori Temitope. Now, when it comes to certain issues, Olori Temitope is very, very knowledgeable of a lot of, issues that borders on, development, okay? So Oni prefers to go with Olori Temitope. Now, when it comes to issues right there in Ile-Ife, Dr. Elizabeth is spearheading them. Then when it comes to, attending events, okay, you have people like Miriam who attends a lot of events, local events on behalf of the Ooni of Ife. They go to villages, they go to Lagos and all of that, okay? And then the most important event you see Dr. Elizabeth, that is the event right here. And the reason is because Dr. Elizabeth, there's something Dr. Elizabeth is doing in Ile-Ife at the moment, okay? That is why you have not been seeing her going back and forth. So, based on their 2023 calendar, Ooni was supposed to travel with Ashley. That's the calendar that was drawn in 2023. So the first visitation that Ooni was supposed to do this January, Ooni was supposed to make that visitation with Ashley. But you do know that that last quarter of last year, it was a very turbulent season for them. Because of this Naomi back and forth movement with the wives being all not wanting to hear it and all of that. So they spoiled Ooni's heart. Ooni's mind was spoiled with these women. People like Olori Ronke, Olori Ashley, Miriam and all of that. But so when it got, that calendar was supposed to be, they prepared the calendar in 2023. And the calendar went through till, they prepared that calendar in April 2023. And it's supposed to be 12 calendar month. That is from April to April 2024. So when it got to that last quarter of the month, Ooni of Ife told Dr. Elizabeth to dissolve the calendar and do a new calendar. So Ooni or Dr. Elizabeth scheduled a new calendar. Started preparing a new calendar. The calendar had not finished. She was still working on it because she's in charge of administrative duties for the Ooni of Ife, and she's doing a lot. It's a whole lot of work that woman does. And so she had not even finished the calendar. So there's a trip Ooni was supposed to make. And Ronke now said she was going to go. She talks about marginalization so much that Ooni does not even like carrying her anywhere and all of that. That the whole of 2023 was Olori Temitope and all of that. And meanwhile, that calendar that they made in April last year, it was Ashley who was supposed to be on this trip with the Ooni of Ife, this first trip in 2024. Ooni dissolved it. So now, because this year calendar is not out, there was this altercation between who will go, and the fight happened between between Ashley and Olori Ronke. The Basbo said it's not a small thing, that Olori Ronke started screaming that Ashley is lying about pregnancy. Only recently she came and said she was pregnant, she's faking pregnancy. Who dashed her pregnancy? She's not pregnant. That all of them in the palace, everybody is faking pregnancy. pregnancy. When they know that things want to get tough, they go and fake pregnancy because they know the kind of man Ooni is. Ooni will not want to stress anybody. That which pregnancy that she has always been in the UK. So the pregnancy, did she get the pregnancy through WhatsApp and all of that? That was what Olori Ronke kept saying. And the basbos that Ashley started giving her, that she's just jealous. That when Toby came and said she was pregnant, she carried it on her head. She and Mariam, they said Toby was not pregnant and all of that. That just jealousy. That if it's not jealousy, if one of them is pregnant, they're not supposed to celebrate. Are they happy that people are asking why they are not pregnant? Blah, blah, blah. They said that the basbos, that right now the palace is hot between Ashley and Ronke. That Ashley is telling Ronke that it's because Ronke cannot get pregnant again because she has passed her reproductive age, and that's why she does not want any other person to get pregnant and all of that. That the basbos in the palace, that the Ooni of Ife is just so exhausted over this drama. And now this is what I told you: polygamy is not your mate. If you're not ready for polygamy, do not try it, because all this one you see the women hanging their bags together, going out, celebrating, dancing together. Like, which polygamous home have you ever seen anyone, even the Muslims, that is their own culture and religion? They don't find it that smooth. Like, it doesn't go that smooth. Now Ooni of Ife and these women, that you would think that they are sweet, they are loving each other, because I hear a lot of people come to tell me they are sweet, they are loving each other. Sweet knee, sweet core. The thing is that the only time they will find peace in that palace is when they leave and allow Queen Naomi to enjoy her marriage. And that is if Ooni of Ife wants that, because at the end of the day, any grammar when we speak rich, the ball is still on Ooni of Ife's court. She is the one who is going to make that decision. But my own is that nobody should force Nami to carry Tadenikawa and come to that place. So that is it. They say the basbos between Olori Ronke and Ashley is not a small thing. That the basbos is a fight to finish. Like, they must see this fight to the end. I wanted to bring you this update. I'm going to bring you more. Appreciate you so much. Thank you.